There is certainly no shortage of websites, apps, and platforms for online resellers to sell their merchandise, but one thing all of those platforms seem to share in common is a direct focus on the buyer over the seller. I have found an app that changes all of that. The focus is so much on the seller that, well, even the buyers are sellers. You're gonna love this one. Alrighty. Let's talk about a platform called HaulSale. HaulSale is an online selling platform founded by and ran by a group of women. The premise of HaulSale is selling items in bulk, selling items that maybe you purchased your inventory and you'd like to pass it on to other resellers at a discount in bulk. Anyone can sell in any category on HaulSale. There are no minimums, no subscriptions, and no license requirements. HaulSale services the entire listing, from screening each individual listing, advertising the listing, processing and protecting the transactions, and even managing the shipping. So let's say I come across a lot of 100 sealed VHS tapes, but I don't sell VHS tapes. With a site like HaulSale, I could buy those VHS tapes and sell them at a great discounted rate to other resellers who could sell them for profit. One thing I've always noticed with other reselling platforms is they're almost ashamed of resellers. Most of the advertising goes towards your everyday Jane cleaning out her closet and selling items on their website. There's never any talk of folks actually sourcing and curating and processing product for their website that is the reseller. It's kind of strange to be so faithful to companies that put us away in a closet. Well, HaulSale isn't like that at all. HaulSale is geared towards the reseller buying products in bulk and selling them to other resellers. Where has this site been all of our lives? Now, while it is possible to sell in bulk to other resellers on other websites, they're not really geared towards that. They've even integrated into the website things like an ROI calculator that breaks down the sale and the transaction per unit based off of what you pay and what you anticipate to get, and will show you your return on investment. Brilliant idea, ladies. The gals over at HaulSale are aware that some items are just too big to ship, so they've even integrated where you can arrange local pickup or shipping on items, kind of like HiBid. Speaking of bidding, you're able to either set a direct price for your entire bulk lot of items or set the item to auction. The fees are pretty simple. There is a 10% fee for the seller and a 10% buyer's premium. Like I mentioned earlier, HaulSale actually screens each individual listing. There are some reasons why they may turn down a listing: if the items are prohibited, if there's not enough information, if they feel it's priced just too unrealistically. At the very most, it takes 2 days for a listing to be screened. I had the opportunity to speak with one of the founders, Emma, and I asked her, what about designer merchandise? How do you circumvent fakes and counterfeit products being sold on the platform? She did warn me I might not love her answer, and while it isn't a perfect answer, I do like it. Emma said that currently those items are not available to be sold on HaulSale. If it's a designer item and it's highly counterfeited, they'd rather it not sell on the website versus potentially selling a counterfeit product to an unknowing buyer. For that reason, items like Louis Vuitton and Coach cannot be sold on the website. And no, it's not the perfect solution, but it is a solution. And for that, I definitely applaud HaulSale, because they're steps above other platforms that will allow counterfeits and fakes to be sold unknowingly to buyers who think that they're getting the real thing. While HaulSale is set up for resellers to sell to other resellers, they are testing in certain markets the ability for just, again, the common Jane to clear out her entire closet and sell that entire bulk to a reseller. How many times as a reseller have you wished that you could intersect someone before maybe they dropped off all of their unwanted clothing to the thrift store, or before they had that really low price yard sale, and just offer them one price for everything that they have? A HaulSale is setting up to be able to do just that. That's where local pickup would come in. If I could find someone in my town wanting to get rid of all of their goods and go pay them for it and pick it up, guys, this could totally change the sourcing game. There are a ton of different categories on HaulSale. You can source clothing, shoes, electronics, jewelry. There's even a category for arts and crafts and electronics. In my community, it's no joke that I can source shoes for $4. I don't sell as many shoes as other sellers that I see having to pay $15 in their communities. If I could turn a small profit and that seller could get the shoes and the inventory shipped directly to their door, again, it is a win-win for everyone. And this is, in my opinion, the first site that is geared specifically towards the reseller, again, on the buying and the selling side. I'm I'm excited about this. It's time for me to get some lots together and get them listed over here on HaulSale. So I have set up my own account, which was super simple on the website. While there are no minimums, I do feel like a lot would be 10 or more items. So let's see if I can figure out maybe 2 or 3 different categories of items and get together 10 or more items that we're gonna sell as lots over on HaulSale. Let's see what I got. Okay, I have like a bit of a backlog, a little bit of a pile. It's not a death pile, guys, okay? Give me a little bit of slack. But I have some clothing items, scarves, accessories that I haven't listed. I'm gonna try to put together like a $50 plus shipping lot. Okay, I have 2 lots that I have pulled. One of them is 10 vintage hats. Really cool vintage hats. And then the other is 19 pieces of clothing and accessories because there's a couple scarves. And I'm thinking of pricing like the 19 items at $50. So it's less than $3 a piece. I feel like, I mean, that's beyond thrift store prices even. I don't know, should I price that higher? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it out there for a $50 box, 19 pieces. That's a lot. But you know what? Let's see if I get a bite. Okay, here's the lot of clothing that I pulled out. I've got like some Matilda Jane, Maurice's jeans, J. Crew Black Label. This is Zara. I mean, I'm putting in some good items. There's even some swim tops, scarves, cotton on dress. If you want to see the entire thing, I'm gonna link below in the description how you can get to my profile on HaulSale. Be sure you do check out the description because there are 2 separate links that I'm going to be posting. One is a link that's going to save you 10% off of your fees. There's a coupon code right there. The folks at HaulSale have been so generous and have actually made me an affiliate of the program. We're all going to be selling on HaulSale very, very soon. You don't want to miss this. So get in on the ground level now before it really blows up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get these 2 lots listed over there, and I'll come back and tell you guys, was any of it complicated or any tips or tricks in the listing process. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and list this one just directly on my phone so you guys can see. I'm doing a manifested lot because any lots that are less than 15 items do have to be manifested. So for my item description, I'm gonna write Chesterton. And then the only other things that are required is a quantity, the condition, which is on a scale of 1 to 5 here. So I'm going to put 3, good with minor flaws. The brand, I can just simply write vintage. The category pulls up a list of categories, so I'm going to choose clothing and accessories. And then the estimated retail price, how much do you think that a reseller is going to be able to get for that? So I'm writing $10 and that's it. You can add a custom SKU if you'd like to, or you can click add item. That was my last one actually. So I'm just going to click continue. Okay, it brings me to a shipping page. Am I allowing local pickup? No. Let's add shipping. Calculated shipping. Multiple parcels. You may package the lot to ship in more than one parcel. Lots weighing more than 140 pounds should be broken up into more than one parcel to allow non-freight shipping. Or if you are shipping a pallet loads, you can ship entire pallets and you can use a freight. So let's just go ahead and enter the size, the dimensions, the weight of my lot here. Okay, I'm entering this as a 15 by 10 by 8, a 3-pound box. And now I can add my photos. You can see I have the 1 photo there, but I'd like to add some more photos. So I've selected 27 additional photos. Now HaulSale does give me a recommended pricing strategy. They're recommending that I price the lot at $28, which is $2.80 a hat. I think I'm gonna price this closer to $50, but that's definitely not a terrible pricing recommendation. So as I'm entering the price here for my haul, that comes out to $5 a unit. The resale margin is 51%, which is in the yellow and says that that's acceptable. In general, wholesale buyers are looking to make at least 40% margin or higher, ideally 80% or higher after expenses when buying wholesale lots. So we'll leave it at $50. I tell you what, let's make this a $49 lot. That's a 52% resale margin. I've entered my title as 10 vintage trucker advertisement hats. These 10 hats are all in good vintage condition. No deteriorated foam, etc. A light discolored area on 2 of the hats as shown in photos. Optionally, I can add a video. I don't think I will do that at this time. And then here is where they're asking for at least 7 photos and I have 29. If there's one thing I've seen on HaulSale is that most of the listings could use more photos. So hopefully 29 will help get this sold for $49 here. And I'm just going to go ahead and submit this lot. Okay, and it says the form is complete, awaiting review. So again, that would take at a very max maximum 2 days, but these are all independently reviewed by the ladies over at Wholesale to ensure that the lots that they're bringing you are very good lots. I definitely feel like this is going really, really fast. I'm gonna take like a front, back, and maybe tag photo of every single piece of clothing, but there's no measurements or anything here. I mean, truthfully, I wouldn't even have to take a front and back photo of everything, but I'm going to, because again, I think the more photos, the better on a platform like this. But this will definitely be the easiest that I ever listed and potentially sold this many items. And if these 2 lots sold, I would be more than happy with $100 for these items. By the time that I finished uploading this lot of 17 pieces of clothing, my hat lot was already approved. So they are on sale on the website now and available. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to see like how the shipping is and everything. I would assume it's pretty similar to Whatnot. They use Shippo as their shipping provider. So I think that everything will be pretty similar, that you'll get, you know, a prepaid label. But also, I was going to show you guys on this one, I actually just did a flat rate shipping. You can do flat rate shipping, or you can even offer free shipping. And I just did a flat rate of $18 because I think I can fit most of these things into a flat rate. I also want to show you guys my cover photo for this one. I used Photo Grid and uploaded 16 different pictures. So there was one item that didn't make it in there, but I thought that was a really cool like front photo for the listing. Clearly, a site like Wholesale is not meant to squeeze every single dime out of an item. It's not meant to replace eBay. If there's some really profitable item that you're excited and passionate about listing, I wouldn't recommend putting it on the site, because the whole goal and intention of Wholesale is to sell items below what they would resell for in order and in an attempt to give other resellers a really good deal, and you will still make something of a profit on the item. Every day I pass up items that I'm not passionate about but could still turn a profit, and I could definitely see myself using the site in that way. It's similar to Whatnot in the way that you can get rid of a high volume of items all at once, but the biggest difference that I've noticed is I've just listed these items by taking a few photos, answering a few really quick questions, and I will sell the entire lot all at once, and I don't have a live sale associated with it that I now have to do. I literally sit back and wait for these items to sell. So if you like the high volume possibility of Whatnot, then definitely give Wholesale a try. I've been thinking about all the different sourcing opportunities that I have passed up without a website like Wholesale. So I'm headed out right now to go source specifically for this website. Do me a favor and click the link in the description below so you can check out Wholesale for yourself, see if it's right for you. And if you decide that it is right for you, there's a coupon code also in my description, and that's gonna save you some money on your very first purchase. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. God bless, and remember, treat your business like your business.